The freezing weather has prompted some Joburg shelters to open warming centres for the homeless. Newzroom Africa's Veronica Mahwadi is visiting one of them to see how they're accommodating the influx of people during the cold snap. Veronica, it's been awfully cold the last couple of days, and obviously some people are struggling.
That's correct, Hugo. I think any Joburger can tell you that overnight it was freezing temperatures. While the weather service says, of course, Joburg can expect a high of at least 15 degrees and Pretoria 17, there are still many of those that are still needing some reprieve from that cold weather. And of course, this is in regards to our homeless community. While as many experience that cold weather, some of the shelters that are sponsored by MES have essentially been providing some relief to some of those in community. This has been done by providing additional mattresses in some of the shelters that are already at full capacity, as well as blankets, and also providing a home and a safe space during that cold weather where people can come in just to get something as simple as a warm cup of soup, some tea, and that's where we are now. You go inside the kitchen where these warm shelters have essentially been helping and assisting some in the homeless community. As we speak, there is some soup that is currently being cooked. It's on the pot right now, ready to serve those that walk through these doors seeking any kind of comfort and warmth. And you'd remember, Hugo, the kind of cold weather that we had, and that we're still experiencing. A cup of soup, a warm cup of soup really goes a long way. But of course, this is also just some of the food that has also been provided to some of those that are seeking refuge in what can be frigid Joburg weather here. And as much as many across the country are experiencing those snowy conditions, there is still really a need and a help for many of the homeless community here in Johannesburg. We're going to take a walk inside now just to see the efforts of some of these works done by the shelter in terms of providing those food and those necessities, making sure that many in this area and in this community, specifically the Johannesburg CBD, where you can really feel the freeze of that weather coming through your bones, and how they've been able to assist people on a daily. I'm going to be joined now by Susan from the MES. Susan, thank you so much for your time. You're live on Newzroom Africa. Just talk us through about the kind of services you guys provide, especially as we've been seeing an influx of people coming into your shelters, trying to get away from that bitterly cold weather.
Very much. Thank you so much, Veronica, and welcome to our MES Impilo shelter here in GP's Town. It's been quite a difficult winter trying to assist and empower people to get off the streets, especially those who are displaced. So we have been trying so much to make sure that people's dignity is still retained, and we able to actually assist them with blankets, clothes, using our mobile showers as well, as some might have seen them, in terms of mobilizing, recruiting, and getting people to be more aware of shelter spaces like ours and to make use of them. And we are not discriminatory because there's other shelters which only prioritize South African citizens due to funding from government and the stipulations that be. We basically are able to cater for everyone despite their nationality. So as you can see our pantry here, we provide them with lunch, with breakfast, lunch, supper, and a mid-evening snack actually. And they are able to make use of staying within the shelter. We also assist them in terms of personal development and skills development. And we are in plea of small and big business to come to the plow in terms of funding or donations, and to the greater public in terms of individuals with donations of toiletries, clothing that they do not need anymore, that is still decent, obviously, and non-perishables. So we are very grateful that we have young people who are coming to the fore or coming to the party. We have students from UJ and VETS who have started initiatives in terms of donation drives, and we are very proud to see young people who are, saying we would like to be involved in retaining human dignity and also making sure that our brothers and sisters know that they are loved.
And if we saw the cold snap that happened, of course, at this weekend, and we're still experiencing, just as a shelter, how have you just been able to accommodate those that come, middle of the night, that come just, days before saying, look, we need somewhere to stay, we need, some sort of warmth, and just to find ourselves off the street in this cold, cold weather?
We have been able to assist them by opening our doors and making sure that no one is turned away, especially in this cold weather, especially with the influx of burning buildings in the city. So we have been getting more clients coming in from all the 3 shelters that we have within the city. And we've been giving those who are not comfortable in coming into the shelter space because we are a shelter that only accommodates individuals, not families. We can either refer for those which are families who are living in the streets, and for mothers and children as well, we do referrals. So we are more than willing and able and happy to assist those who are individuals from the ages of 18 till the ages of 59.
Yeah. And obviously, since we've arrived, the ladies in the kitchen have been cooking up a storm. It's very warm in here in the kitchen. Tell us what is on the menu today for those that, of course, coming here to seek comfort as well as a meal.
What is on the menu today? We've got rice, vegetables, and chicken stew.
Perfect.
So we make sure we give them nutritious meals, irrespective of, the background or the situation that they are in at that moment. And just a plea as well to the greater public, please follow us on our socials, reach out to us as MES. We're willing to actually go into beneficial partnerships for big business, small business, and also to make sure that our clients are serviced and human dignity is restored. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Susan. Well, Hugo, we're going to go back into the kitchen to assist with peeling some of those vegetables to make sure that those that do come at any moment through these doors are assisted. You heard there that nobody gets turned away. And, of course, additional blankets and mattresses have been provided during this cold snap. And, of course, to eliminate what is really becoming a problem in terms of the homeless community and some of those that we find, in the street trying, of course, to keep warm out in the open. And so shelters like these, 1 out of 4 in the Johannesburg CBD, that are really trying to aid in that issue. Back to you in studio.
Veronica Mahwadi, nothing better than a bit of Ubuntu ahead of Heritage Day. Thanks for that update. Well,